Man, what's up with the what's up? It's your boy Tyrone Hunter back in the building with another edition of What's Really Good Entertainment. I know I've been gone for a while. I apologize. I'm here though. But today what we're going to be discussing is, did he do it or did he didn't? Now, I'm pretty sure all of y'all already heard the information that P. Diddy was arrested, charged with RICO conspiracy charges, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you want to hear more about this topic, like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you share this video so the information can get out there, because I got a couple of predictions that I'm going to be talking about, as well as I'm going to give y'all a whole in-depth view of this entire situation. So without further ado, man, hit that like button, share this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to keep y'all posted on this topic. So I got 3 predictions so far, right? My first prediction is that this P. Diddy trial is going to be bigger than YSL RICO trial, R. Kelly trial, and O.J. Simpson trial put together. That's my first prediction. Now, remember, I'm the one that gave you the prediction first. So when you hear it later on or other people be trying to chime in, just remember, I'm the one that gave it to you first. And let me tell you why I'm predicting that this trial is going to be bigger than all 3 of those other trials. Mainly because there's been allegations about Diddy that goes back to at least the 90s. In the early 2000s, you know, when he had the group Making a Band and had them walk over the Brooklyn Bridge to the Cheesecake Factory, you know, to get cheesecake. So people were saying at that time a lot of things in hush tones. And over the years, you've heard more and more and more and more and more allegations. So we talking about at least 30 years worth of allegations, of information, of witnesses, of people who were allegedly involved or allegedly part of some of what P. Diddy had going on. Now, we're not saying that he's guilty of anything, but there's been allegations out there for at least the past 30 years in terms of some of the stuff that Diddy was doing. So that's pretty much prediction number 1. Now, my second prediction is there's going to be more arrests made, and we're going to be surprised of some of the other people that are involved. Prediction number 2, there's going to be more arrests made, and we're going to be surprised about some of the individuals that's going to be mentioned in this indictment. Now, let me tell you why I'm making that second prediction. So, the rumors has been for many years that Diddy threw a whole lot of all white parties, all birthday bashes, because the reason why they call them birthday bash, because allegedly they said that a lot of people were nude. He threw a lot of kind of freak parties, where there was a lot of things going on behind certain doors, and people saw other people going behind certain doors, but they didn't get it involved. Those allegations, you know, been going on for some time as well, where they saying that, you know, at a certain hour, Diddy parties kind of turned into something else, right? And so for Diddy to pull off these parties, for Diddy to allegedly have drugs at those parties, Diddy wasn't going to get the drugs himself. That's a fact. Somebody was going to get the drugs, or somebody was bringing the drugs. And then once they bring the drugs, Diddy wouldn't have wanted the people to bring the drugs directly to him. So he probably would have had a middleman or somebody else, a middlewoman, to receive the drugs. And then those people would either put the drugs up, or they would let Diddy know, like, yo, yeah, listen, okay, you know, we got that there, you know, And then it went from there. So that was people involved in the drugs. Now, why are they calling it, drug transportation? Because those drugs were transported from one area to another. So say if Diddy was in one state and the drugs had to be brought from another state to the state that he was in, that's called trafficking, because the drugs came across state lines. Now, was Diddy a drug trafficker in the sense that he was moving all of these bricks, moving all of these pounds? No, it's not about that. But if you bring drugs across state lines and you make a sale or you make a purchase, then that's considered trafficking. So again, I think that we're going to be surprised about some of the people that's going to be arrested, some of the people that's going to be tied in, some of the other people that's going to be indicted with this Diddy thing. My third prediction is that Diddy is going to have a hard time proving his innocence. He's going to give up a lot of people, and he's not going down without a fight. Those are my three predictions so far. I'll have more predictions as time go on, but those are the three majors. And let me just tell y'all something else about this entire P. Diddy, indictment, the trial and all of these other things that's going on, right? So, and I want y'all to understand, like what's really, 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 really going on, right? Okay, so now what I said initially is that there's been allegations about P. Diddy for the past 30 years at least. There's been a lot of people that has been affected by his actions and some of what he was doing. And because he was so powerful, because he was the go-to guy, he was somebody that you didn't want to cross or didn't want to, go to the authorities about, because it would hurt your music career. It would hurt, your singing career. It would hurt, it would hurt your career in general, to where you may or may not have been blackballed. So a lot of people that were involved, or a lot of people that were affected by, or that were involved in a lot of what they're alleging Diddy had going on, those people didn't come forward, simply because it would have damaged their career, it would have damaged their reputation. And at that time, Diddy was so popular. So it's like you definitely didn't want to cross him, because you would have to come across him, or you would have to some way, somehow do business with him, or do business with some of the other heavy hitters that he was dealing with. And you didn't want to put yourself in that kind of predicament. So that's one of the reasons why I feel that, the feds decided to take on a case, because the feds do a way more thorough investigation than the state police. And when it comes to the federal courts, you can't bribe nobody. It doesn't matter how much money you got. You can't get around, certain charges. And trust and believe you me, they've been investigating Diddy, and they've been investigating these charges for many, many years. And if you know anything about the feds, when the feds come for you, they got you dead to right? So that's on the one hand. On the other hand is that so long as things are like kind of kept on a hush, right? And nobody's making too much noise about it, then they'll let it blow over, right? Because I'm pretty sure that the parties that Diddy was throwing are not the only entertainment parties that were going on. Some of those parties are still going on right now. As a matter of fact, there was somebody, and excuse me if I'm not saying his name right, but there was somebody by the name of Epstein, right? And this individual named Epstein had his own private island. And on this own private island, it is alleged that he used to have a lot of freak off parties. He was one of the individuals who was known to have models coming from all over the world to service his clients. Now, there was a list that had came out some years back, and there was information that came out some years back in terms of some of the people that were involved in his parties or that went to his island. We're talking about, you had famous celebrities, you had famous politicians, you had famous businessmen, you had, presidents and dignitaries and individuals from other countries that were coming to these sex parties, these alleged sex parties and these alleged sex events that Epstein had going on. And people were coming from all out of the woodworks talking about some of the things that were happening. They were saying that it was, it was a lot going on. There was a lot of drugs and, a lot of other acts that were going on as well. So what happened with that situation is he didn't make it to trial. He was unalived, right? And speculation as to why he was unalive is because he was going to be able to bring so many people down. So I just said that to say that Diddy is not the only one that, have these parties. I think what Diddy is more so a victim of is the lifestyle, right? When he got involved in that upper class lifestyle, he got involved in that partying lifestyle. He got involved in that, that position of power, and he saw some of the things that were going on. What he did is he tried to take it to another level. But in some circles, those kind of parties and some of what was going on was considered normal. Now, P. Diddy is going to have an uphill battle simply because a lot of his case has been tried in the media already. A lot of, allegations people been speaking about in the media already. People been giving their kind of 2 cents and their rendition of some of the things that were going on. So there's already a lot of information out there about Diddy, that we could look at and say is not a good look. It's not going to make him look innocent. It's actually going to be an uphill battle for him in terms of fighting these charges. But like I said before, this is going to be one of the biggest trials of this century because of the amount of time that some of these acts and some of these allegations have been going on. I'm not going to sit here and say he's innocent. I'm not going to sit here and say he's guilty. I'm not going to play judge, jury, and executioner in this regard. I know about some of what I heard. However, we just have to wait and see how this play out in court. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I keep you updated on what's going on in terms of this whole P. Diddy, situation and saga. It's going to be interesting, all of the different people that's going to be involved. We've heard a lot. And now, because this is a RICO kind of situation, we're going to hear about all of those people that were supposedly involved, that were doing things allegedly with Diddy. We're going to find out if that information is true, because you can't lie in court. So I think Diddy kind of got himself in a mess. And it's going to be hard to get out of this. But like I said, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you stay tuned in, because I'm going to continue to update you on this. And make sure you share this so the information could be out there, because a lot of people don't know what's going on with Diddy. And we want to keep them aware. We want to keep them abreast. Anybody that may have been affected by anything of this nature, similar, we just want to say that we hope y'all heal from this situation. Anybody that may have been affected by the allegations or anything pertaining to Diddy, we hope that y'all heal as well. And let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do you think my predictions is on point? Do you think that more people are involved? Who are some of those people that you think might be involved? And do you think Diddy's going to get around these charges? Or do you think he's just going to get a slap on the wrist? Whatever it is you think, make sure you put that in the comment box. Share the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated, because I'm going to keep you abreast of what's going on with this entire situation so you could get all your news here. And yeah, whatever else you think, man, let me know in that comment section. Hopefully everybody have a blessed day. It's your boy Tyrone Hunter, Mr. Yours Truly. And this concludes another episode of What's Really Good Entertainment. If you want to hear some spiritual enlightenment, check out some of my short videos, and check out some of my other general comment. But until then, I'm going to catch you on the next one. Everybody stay winning. Everybody stay blessed. Peace.